A look inside the world of industrial rabbit farming. Welcome. Today we journey into a world that operates on a massive scale, yet remains largely unseen by the public. It's an industry that transforms an animal often seen as a gentle pet into a source of food for millions. We're pulling back the curtain on the world of commercial rabbit meat processing, with a focus on one of the global leaders in this field, China. Forget everything you think you know about fluffy bunnies in a field. The reality of modern food production is a story of incredible efficiency, advanced technology, and immense scale. Prepare to see a side of the food industry you've likely never encountered before. The global appetite for rabbit. Before we step inside the factory, it's important to understand the context. Why rabbits? Globally, over 1 million tons of rabbit meat are produced each year, and a significant portion of that comes from China. The country is not only the largest producer, but also a major consumer. This isn't a small niche market. It's a well-established agricultural sector. The reasons for this are practical. Rabbits are incredibly efficient to raise. They reproduce quickly, grow to market weight in just a few months, and require less space and feed compared to larger livestock like cattle or pigs. This makes them an economically viable and sustainable source of protein, especially for a country with a massive population to feed. From the farm to the factory gate. The journey begins not in the factory, but at specialized breeding farms. Here, specific breeds of rabbit, like the New Zealand White or Californian, are raised. These breeds have been selected over generations for their rapid growth and good meat-to-bone ratio. They're typically housed in individual cages, which are designed to keep them clean, safe, and prevent the spread of disease. Their diet is carefully controlled, consisting of high-protein pellets, hay, and fresh water, to ensure they grow healthily and quickly. After about 10 to 12 weeks, when they reach the ideal weight, they are ready for the next stage. Trucks, often equipped with ventilation systems to ensure the animal's welfare during transit, transport them from the farms to the processing facility. This initial step is handled with logistical precision to ensure a steady supply for the factory's operations. Arrival and the start of the process. Once the rabbits arrive at the processing plant, the entire operation shifts into a highly organized and streamlined process. The facility is a model of modern food engineering. The first step is to unload the rabbits into a holding area. From here, the process is designed to be as humane and stress-free as possible, which is not only an ethical consideration, but also important for ensuring the quality of the final meat product. The rabbits are moved onto a conveyor system. The first critical station is where they are rendered unconscious. This is typically done using electrical stunning, a method that is instantaneous and ensures the animal feels no pain or distress in the subsequent steps. This is a standard practice in modern meat processing worldwide and is considered the most humane method. The automated processing line. After the stunning process, the processing line moves with remarkable speed and precision. The next step is bleeding, which is essential for meat safety and quality. This is followed by the removal of the skin. In these large-scale factories, much of this process is semi-automated. Workers use specialized tools to make initial cuts, and then machines often complete the task of pulling the skin away cleanly. The pelts, or skins, are not discarded. They're a valuable byproduct, often sold to the textile industry for making fur-lined gloves, hats, and other garments. Following skinning, the carcasses move along the line to the evisceration station. Here, trained workers carefully remove the internal organs. This is a highly skilled job that must be done without puncturing the digestive tract to avoid contaminating the meat. Each part is handled with purpose.
Organs like the liver, kidneys, and heart are often saved and packaged separately, as they are also popular food products. Government veterinarians and quality control inspectors are typically present on site, overseeing the process to ensure that all hygiene and safety standards are strictly followed. The Indian perspective on rabbit farming. Now, let's shift our focus for a moment to a different part of the world, India. While China is a global giant in rabbit production, India has its own unique and growing story with rabbit farming. Traditionally, rabbit meat has not been a mainstream part of the Indian diet. However, in recent decades, it has been gaining traction as a small-scale, alternative source of livelihood for farmers. The concept was primarily promoted in states like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Himachal Pradesh, and parts of the Northeast. Government bodies like the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, or NABARD, have even offered support and subsidies to encourage farmers to venture into cunicule culture, which is the agricultural practice of breeding and raising rabbits. One of the key advantages of rabbit meat in the Indian context is its religious neutrality. Unlike beef, which is not consumed by a large portion of the Hindu population, or pork, which is avoided by the Muslim population, rabbit meat has no such religious restrictions. This makes it a universally acceptable protein source. It's valued for being a lean meat, high in protein and low in fat and cholesterol, which appeals to a growing health-conscious urban population. Despite its potential, the industry in India faces challenges. There's a general lack of awareness among consumers, and the market is not as organized as it is for poultry or mutton. But for many small farmers, it represents a promising opportunity for diversifying their income in a country that is constantly seeking new avenues for food security and agricultural growth. Cleaning, chilling, and quality control. Back in the Chinese factory, once the evisceration is complete, the carcasses undergo a thorough washing process. Multiple stations with high-pressure water jets clean them inside and out, removing any remaining impurities. This is a crucial step for food safety. After washing, the carcasses are moved into large chilling rooms or go through a process called air chilling. The goal is to lower the meat's temperature rapidly. This is vital for two reasons. It inhibits the growth of bacteria, ensuring the meat is safe to eat, and it also helps the muscles to relax, which results in more tender meat. The temperature is constantly monitored to ensure it meets strict food safety regulations. Throughout this entire journey, quality control is paramount. Samples are regularly taken for lab testing to check for any contaminants, ensuring that the final product that leaves the factory is of the highest quality. Butchering and packaging for the world. After chilling, the whole rabbits are moved to the final processing area, the cutting and packaging room. Here, skilled butchers cut the rabbits into various portions based on market demand. Some are left whole, while others are expertly divided into specific cuts, like saddles, loins, or legs. Some of the meat might be deboned and processed further into products like sausages or patties. The final step is packaging. Using modern packaging technology, the meat is sealed in vacuum packs or modified atmosphere packaging. This removes oxygen and extends the shelf life of the product, keeping it fresh for longer. Each package is then weighed, labeled with information like the weight, packing date, and expiration date, and passed through a metal detector one last time as a final safety check. From here, the boxes are moved into massive freezers, ready to be shipped to distributors, supermarkets, and restaurants, not only within China, but to countries around the world. A final thought on modern food. The journey from a farm to a sealed package of meat is a remarkable display of modern engineering, efficiency, and logistics. This process, repeated with thousands of rabbits every single day, is what it takes to feed millions of people. It shows how our food systems have evolved to a point of incredible scale and complexity. Seeing the inner workings of a facility like this provides a powerful insight into where our food comes from. It's a world away from the storybook image of a rabbit, but it is the reality of the food on our tables. It reminds us that behind every meal, there is a vast, intricate, and fascinating industry at work.